All right, hello. Today our focus for this video is going to be on our inside and outside crescent kicks and our axe kicks and how we use them for sports sparring and other ways to utilize them that aren't dedicated to sports sparring. So how you can adapt it for if you get into kickboxing matches or real fight, MMA, whatever, different applications for these kicks and different ways to throw them because I usually keep it pretty standard, especially at the color belt level. But as you get to black belt and above, or you join the sparring team and we go to tournaments and things like that, you have a couple different variations on a lot of these, on these three kicks that can change depending on your distance, how far or how close you are to your opponent, the body positioning. So if they're not directly in front of you, if you've got turned sideways, other things like that, you'll have to have different ways to throw the kick in order to land the shot. So that's what we're going to focus on today. We're also going to utilize these kicks as stretches, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And yeah, so it's a good first day of the week workout, and it'll stretch your legs out really good. Ben, what's up? Bentley, what's going on? This week, we are going to continue with our outdoor practice schedule. If you came on Friday, great job. Despite the rain, we still got the class in, and it was a lot of fun. We have, if you are a part of group number 2, then your class is going to be on Wednesday this week, so tomorrow at 5 p.m. over at the Arnold Park, which is right by Patterson Physical Therapy and the Severna Park Community Center. It's like right over there. So that's where we're going to be for Wednesday practice. And then the Friday practice, if you are a part of group number 3, you get over at the park again at 5 p.m. on Friday. So just keep those in mind. And then up on the website now is our sign-up sheets for the outdoor classes starting on June 1st, Monday. So we're going to do June 1st, Monday, then June 3rd, Wednesday, and then June 5th, Friday. And that's going to be our schedule. Every week, we're going to do group outdoor practices Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you go to the website, right on the homepage, it'll tell you, like, we're doing the signups for outdoor classes now. You click that button, it'll take you right to the page, and you fill out your student's name, and then your contact info, and you just pick the day that you want, as long as there's space. It'll let you know if it's full or not full. There are 10 spaces available for each one. So once that fills up, you won't be able to get that day. Please, for now, only sign up for one class per week so we can get as many students in to these outdoor practices as possible. If all of those start to fill up on a regular basis, then we will add more of these outdoor classes as needed. So for right now, no problem. You didn't miss anything yet, Parker. I'm just talking about the outdoor practices right now. So the outdoor practices, it's really simple. Go to the website, right on the homepage, center button. As soon as you pull it up, click that. Have your mom or dad fill out your info, not their info, and on the day and time that you want. Every week, we're going to add, so we just added June 1st through the 5th. At the end of this week, we'll add June 7th and on that next week, and then every week we'll keep adding those weeks. So again, sign up for just one class per week. As far as the Zoom stuff goes, that I've been doing with Taekwondo to get to the forms practice, we're going to cut that back, obviously, because I'm going to be jumping back and forth with the outdoor classes, but I'm still going to do them. I'm working on the schedule now. You'll get an email concerning that today. But as we get into June 1st, they probably will end up stopping because we're going to be doing the MMA care and the outdoor practices. So I just don't know if I'm going to have the time to fit it in. So it'll just depend on a couple different things. But as soon as I have those scheduled, I'll send them out to you guys. So by the end of the day, you'll get the Zoom email sent out. And that's going to be it. So let's get into our kick practice today. So let's do a quick warm up. We'll start with jogging in place. Go. Up on those toes. Switching the and now butt kicks. And now high knees. And side hops. Depending on your space, okay? Take a couple hops. If you don't have a lot of room, just go back and forth. Time, good job. Hands on your waist. Neck rotations, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip rotations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. Hana, go. Set. Net. Pass. Heels. You go. Yero. Side track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. Hana, go, set, net, pass, yosa, you go, yero. Arm across, give it a full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arm rotations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Reach down, touch your toes for 3, and then go back for 3. Go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now let's get some stretches going with our legs down onto one knee. Straight leg stretch or lunge stretch. So make your legs straight and rock forward. Keep your chest up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Switch up. Rock forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now let's straighten out those legs. 1 on each side, and we're going to go down into our front split. So 1 hand on each side of your front leg, and push your body down As low as you can, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now switch them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Have a seat on your bottom. Both feet out, straight leg stretch. Reach and touch your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Butterfly stretch. Pull those feet in nice and tight. Use your elbows to push your knees down as low as you can, and then try to touch your head down to your feet. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, straddle stretch. Both legs out as wide as you can. Head down to the middle and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up. Good. Okay. Now, we're going to warm up our axe and crescent kicks. Okay? So, this first exercise, we're just going to keep our knees bent as we go up. Okay? So, you're going to do the same leg, 3 different moves. Okay? So, it's going to go knee up to your chest, knee up to your chest and out, knee up from the outside and in. Okay? So, it'll be 1, 2, 3. And then you do the same thing with the other side. 1, 2, 3. Keeping your knee bent. Okay? So follow along with me. Ready? We're not fighting hands. We'll start on this side. Okay, ready? 1, straight up. 2, up and out. 3, out to in. Reset. Then switch. Same thing. 1, 2, 3. And switch. 1, 2, 3. Same thing. 1, 2, 3. And one more time each leg. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now our hips are nice and loosened up. Now we're going to keep that leg straight. No bend in your leg at all. You're going to go straight up and down, up and out to in. Then same thing on the other side. Okay? You can follow along with me or you can go on your own. If you want to go a little faster, that's fine. Okay? Ready? First one, straight up and down. 1, 2, this is in to out. And 3, out to in. And then switch. Straight up first. 1, 2, and 3. Again, don't bend your knee at all right now. This is just a warm-up. And again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now you should be nice and warmed up. Now we're going to add the first set and the second set. Put them together to get our kicks. Okay? So for the axe kick, You want your knee to be bent on the way up, and then you extend it at the top, and you let your leg drop down. You want your heel to hit with either the forehead or the collarbone or the chest. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All of those are good. For sports sparring, if you hit here, you're going to get 3 points. If you hit to the chest, you're going to get 2 points. Okay? The reason axe kick works for sports sparring well, once you are at a high enough level where you're allowed to hit to the head, okay, is it looks like a crescent kick a lot of times on its way in. So you'll get guys or girls to lean back to avoid the headshot, so it goes in front of their face. So you bring it up, they lean back, and then you drop it straight down under their chest. Okay. As far as outside of sports sparring, axe kick, out of the 3 kicks, axe kick is the best kick to use if you're in kickboxing or a real fight. But you have to spend a lot of time on this kick. Most people can't throw this kick in kickboxing matches. Even pro-level kickboxers, a lot of them cannot throw the kick. It's very rare. But it is doable, and some guys throw it with great effect. Usually taller fighters. So if you're one of my skinny, tall people, this kick is going to be great for you because you have that leg length to get somebody to back up and then drop your foot down just like an axe, thus axe kick. Okay? So you get them to move back when they see the kick come high and then drop it down right on top. That is the goal. All right? If you're a shorter guy or girl, this kick is not going to be your kick, really. Okay? You can utilize it for sure, but I would inform you that you have to use your body's abilities as best as you can, especially in a fight or in a sparring match. If you're not built tall with long legs, axe kick is going to be very difficult for you to pull off with effectiveness. You might be able to throw it to keep your opponent away or something like that, but I would say stick to different style of kicking. But it's always good to know, have more tools. Just keep that in mind, okay? So we're going to bring our knee bent up and then extend it when it gets to the top and then drop that heel straight down. The biggest problem people have when they extend and come down, they jam their heel into the floor. That can hurt your knee really bad or your ankle. So we don't want to do that. We want all of our power up here, from here to here. And then once you get past this point, you want to soften up your kick. Okay? So let's try normal axe kick 3 times. Okay? With me. Ready? 1. Okay, just like that. 2. And 3. Good. Okay? Now, the axe kick can come from the inside up like this, from the outside in, okay? Or straight up and down with that knee bending and extending out. Those are your 3 angles. Okay? None of them are a bad idea. All of them can work. Just depends on what you like the most. I throw my axe kick most commonly from the outside in. The reason is I throw a lot of crescent kick while I spar. So if I throw crescent kick and my axe kick looks like the crescent kick, but then I stop it and drop it straight down, it can confuse my opponent. So that's how I like to throw it, from the outside in. But all the other ways can work really well. This version from the inside out lets you cover more distance. I'll show you. This first one I'm going to throw from the outside in, so the way I like to throw. Watch how far I can move. Okay? Okay? Not bad. I covered about 1 step forward. But if I throw from the inside out, it's going to force my body to pivot, and I'm going to cover a little more distance. And I slide. Okay? So that version lets me go further than the first way. First way is if my opponent's in close and I'm dropping that knee down. The second way lets me close distance as I come with the kick. So That's the two main variations. Now, we're going to move on from axe kick, go with our crescent kick. Okay, so inside crescent kick. We bring our knee up on the outside. As we come up, we're going to extend our leg out and sweep it across and hit like we're slapping the face with the side of our foot. Okay, like you kick a soccer ball when you're doing the pass. Okay, that part of your foot, bang, to the side of the head. Okay, so we're going to go up, extend our leg out, and then bend our knee for the finish. So it should look something like this. And then you can, as you hook it around, you bend that knee so you can go right back down to a fighting stance. So let's try that 3 times. Ready? 1. Reset. 2. Reset. 3. Reset. Good. Now let's switch to the other side and try it on that side. Ready? 1. 2. 3. And reset. Okay, so inside crescent kick for sports sparring is very common right now because head kicks get awarded so many points, especially at the black belt divisions. You're going to see everybody throwing lots of crescent. Very important kick for sports sparring. So if you're in tight, a lot of times you'll see guys throwing it literally face to face with their opponent. And what they do is they use their arms, they get a good little push off, and as they push off, then they bring the crescent kick up. Okay? So they'll push, crescent kick, hit them in the face. Okay? Because we can't punch the face in sports sparring, you don't have to worry about that, so you can commit both hands or one hand to a push, and then pop that crescent kick out. Another common thing is to throw the overhand punch, bang, and use your arm to push them, get that distance that you want, pop, bring the crescent kick to the side of the head. So the way we just threw it is the way you're going to throw it there. You push them off, bring that crescent kick up, around, catch them in the side of the head here, or you can touch the back of the head with that kick. Both of those will score. Okay? Now, if we're talking about real life, or kickboxing and Muay Thai, when they allow for kicks below the waist, which we don't allow in Taekwondo sparring, crescent kick is not a very effective, or inside crescent kick doesn't work that well above the belt. But what it can do really well is an outside leg trip or a sweep. Okay? So in Muay Thai, if you're here, you do a crescent kick at the leg, and you can dump them. So you have them in the clinch, you can dump them as you do this trip here. So that is the same style motion as a crescent kick. You wrap here, and you dump them that way, and then they'll trip over your leg and fall over. Okay? In a real fight, if you get into that wrestling portion, which most fights do, some get tangled up with your attacker. Okay, once you have them in some type of a hug position, you can hook their legs with your leg and dump them over. Okay, so that crescent kick style motion is what you would use. You go around the leg and knock them over. Okay, so that is how I would use the crescent kick technique in kickboxing or a real fight, is that dumping motion. That's the best way to throw it. Because it doesn't generate a lot of power on its own. So keep that in mind. Last one, outside crescent kick. Okay, outside crescent kick you don't see a lot in sports sparring. But that doesn't mean it doesn't work. It does. It just, you have to spend some time on it. What you're seeing a lot of is front leg fighters, if they're not standing sideways, to throw that lead leg side kick style approach. If they're standing a little bit more open here, what they'll do is they'll do variations of push kick with the front foot, and then crescent kick, outside crescent kick with that front foot, because you can sneak it up in front of their face and catch them with that outside motion. Okay. If you've ever sparred with Coach Dustin, he likes to land that shot. So if you ever do spar Coach Dustin, watch out for that. I know about it all the time, and he can still hit me with it pretty often. So keep that in mind. Front leg will come up and out. We're going to do it with our back leg for practice sake first, and then we'll do it with our front leg. So knee comes up here, then we're going to extend the leg out and bring it around and pull it all the way back to our regular position. Okay, so let's try. Ready? 1, and come back. 2, and 3. And now switch. And now to the other side. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. And switch. Now, if you're going to do it with your front foot, you'd be in your fighting stance here. You pick it up, sweep it around, and you're reset. Again, and one more time. And same thing, other leg. And 3. Good. Okay? Now, for sports sparring, that would be where I'd want you to throw it. Not many other variations for that. However, for a real fight, same thing as the inside crescent kick motion, where we get that jump. Outside crescent kick is great to utilize as an outside trick. Okay? So instead of coming around this way, we're going to sneak it in between their leg and push them over. So what you do, yeah, I can use this chair. Kind of chill them. Okay. So let's say this leg and this leg are my opponents. This way, there you go. Okay. Back leg here. Front leg here. I'm in my fighting stance. What I do is I sweep in front of his front leg here and hit him with some type of punch, or I can bear hug him, okay? Lift his front leg off, jump him over, okay? Oh, we have Bob right here. What am I doing? Trust me, Bob. This will be better for you guys, okay? All right. Bob's front leg, Bob's back leg. I get into a grapple, so I'm in the clinch here, or maybe over-under position, something like that. I have him, I get my front foot, or my back foot, inside of his front foot, lift it up, and I can push down at that point. So I can get that trick, okay? And then with the inside crescent kick, I come around this way, have him in the clinch. Maybe I'm throwing knees here at this point. I can do the inside crescent kick technique, get his leg, get that dump over, and take him down that way. So that would be how we would apply it, our crescent kicks in those different settings. Okay, so just keep that in mind while you practice. If you can kick high, kicking low is easy. So let's increase our flexibility and kick high first, and then you can work on the lower techniques as you get higher up. Black belt and above, I would say, work on those other things. But color belts, head level kicks, let's work on those. Flexibility is harder to get, so work on that stuff first. All right, great job. I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully you learned a lot. Bye-bye.